everyone, Alexa here from the blog, theduvallhomestead.com, and today I'm going to share with you how to make homemade chocolate. If you've ever wondered how to make chocolate, it is very easy and will definitely make you not want to buy store-bought chocolate again, especially if it is artificially sweetened or has hidden ingredients in it, when you can make your own. And it's so much more fun because you can control the flavors. I'm wearing my Valentine's apron because it is Valentine's Day coming up soon, so I wanted to make chocolate hearts for my family because they're coming over tomorrow and we're going to celebrate Valentine's Day. Normally I wear this apron backwards the rest of the year, so this is the only time of year that I actually flip it around so you can see the heart. So for this recipe I'm going to make 2 sets of chocolate heart molds. You can find molds like this for chocolate on Amazon. They also have molds that are, you know, circular or flat. This is kind of like a peanut butter cup. So I'm just going to be making enough to fill about 2 of these molds. So if you have less than that, you can cut this recipe in half. So you're going to start with 1 whole cup of cocoa powder. I like to use this organic cocoa powder. However, I want to say that this tastes more like milk chocolate. So if you want a dark chocolate, there is dark chocolate cocoa powder. I know Hershey makes one. I just like buying the organic. This is Nateria brand. I like that it's organic cocoa and there's just nothing, no processed ingredients in here. And I'm adding these ingredients to a small stovetop pot. Next you want to add about 1/2 cup of coconut oil. And you want to make sure you get the unrefined coconut oil, meaning it's solid at most room temperature, because this will make your chocolate solid. About 1/2 cup of maple syrup. You could also use honey. I find that the honey can make the chocolate taste a little bit chewier than I would like, so we are going to use maple syrup. Next you're going to set all of that on the stove at about a medium to low heat, and you're going to just whisk it with a fork until it's combined into one. You just want to keep using a fork to mix it together until all the coconut oil is liquidy, and you should have a nice liquidy chocolate. You can make homemade chocolate for a gift idea. You can bring it to someone's house if they're hosting brunch or dinner, and you can just whip it up the day before. It takes so few ingredients and it's very easy to make. I really like using coconut oil in my cooking because it's natural. It is a better source of fat as opposed to using a vegetable oil like canola oil. You really want to make sure you keep stirring until all the chunks are out, because we're going to pour this directly into our mold. I love posting recipes like this that I call farm to table, because it is just learning how to cook things from scratch, like chocolate or a squash. Just making things yourself. Once you kind of get the hang of it, it becomes kind of addicting, because you realize that a lot of things you buy in the stores have other additives and fillers in them, and I don't know about you, but I try to just eat very pure food in our house. Okay, so I just pulled the chocolate off of the stove and it is ready to pour, but first, if you have orange essential oil, wild orange, now make sure, as always, if you ever are going to be eating something with essential oil, you want to make sure that you're using high quality pure oil, and not all oil from the store. Even if it says pure, that word doesn't actually mean anything. So make sure you do the research on the brand, because I don't want to be eating anything that's not pure. So I'm using this because I know that it is pure wild orange essential oil. So for this recipe, we're going to put 3 drops of orange essential oil into the chocolate. And then just mix that up. What I really like to do is add some coarse sea salt to the bottom of the mold. So you want to do this before you put the chocolate in, because remember, this is upside down, so you'll flip it over and then the heart will have salt on top. So I like to use pink, sprinkle some salt in each mold. So you're going to use a spoon to slowly pour the chocolate into the mold, making sure it's as flat as you can on the bottom of the heart or whatever mold you're using. If you have excess, you just kind of put it onto the next heart. As you can see, the chocolate forms pretty quickly because the coconut oil, especially if it's cold in your house, which it is in our house today, it'll start to harden. I will leave the recipe on the blog at theduvallhomestead.com. You can print it out and save it. In that blog post, I'll also include some variations on the recipe. So for example, if you're making Christmas chocolate and you want peppermint chocolate or some other flavors that we have enjoyed in the past, or just your basic chocolate with nothing added. The salted orange is my favorite flavor though. It's always the one I go back to doing whenever I make chocolate. So then you just put the mold in the fridge for at least an hour. I usually let it sit for several hours if you have the time so that the chocolate can really harden. And then when you're ready, you can maybe pop one out and test it, see if it's ready to go, and enjoy. Well, I hope you enjoyed this salted orange chocolate recipe. I surely enjoyed sharing it with you. If you are brand new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Every week I post new farm-to-table recipes and homemade natural living like this delicious homemade chocolate. Also on the blog, theduvallhomestead.com, that is where you can find the weekly post. And for most posts, I also got a video on YouTube and Instagram, Facebook. Thank you so much for watching and stopping by the homestead.